What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing fantastic out there. So I have got some awesome stuff lined up for you tonight. Again, taking a look at two awesome Kizer products. So they have been running some killer sales here lately, but I didn't pick up either one of these there. One was in a trade, the other was on a early release thing that they did. So I was able again to pick up both of these without a whole lot of hassle out of pocket. And I've been sitting on these for quite a while, honestly. I've had them for several weeks, actually, trying to get caught up on things. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to take a look at the folder first, and you guys already know what we're looking at anyway. So both of these knives are designed by Jonathan Style. The first one here being the Milataw. And I am not going to make you guys sit through an unboxing video. So let's go ahead and dive right on in to the Milataw itself. So you've got a beautiful titanium bolster lock knife here. We've got some really nice black micarta. This one's already showing a little bit of oil soak from the packaging. You've got T8 hardware on your inlay there. Fantastic looking stuff. Open pillar construction. It is not lefty friendly, and we have no lanyard love. Let's see. Yeah, you could put one on that barrel spacer there if you really wanted to. A single screw pocket clip, so it is inlaid into the titanium. And then there again, you got the bolster lock. Again, T8 hardware all around. Beautiful stuff there. I love seeing that. And there's that same micarta inlay. No real jimping to be had anywhere on the knife itself. You do have a little bit here on the blade. It is a front flipper and thumb hole or blade hole opening. There we are taking a look at the blade. So your standard, it is a drop point there. It looks like it has a little bit of an upsweep there, but I do believe it is classified as a drop point. Typical Kizer branding. You have your Kizer logo, S35VN on this side. Really nice swedge there, stone washed. Let me clean that blade off just a little bit. Looks like we've got some oils still on it. So this one was from a trade that I did. Honestly, I can't even remember now what I traded for it. Yeah, fantastic little blade. There's that again, that stone wash, really nice there. On the back side here, you just have the name Milataw and the Styles design. So that's where I've always been confused. Like, is his last name Styles or is it Style? I don't know. So if I mispronounce it, man, I apologize. I'm sure you can let me know in a comment or something. Yeah, fantastic. I love bolster locks. So taking a look at the grind itself, looks good there. Looks good there. We do not have much of a sharpening choil, so sharpening this guy, you are going to get a smile. That's not a problem for me. I don't really care. There we go. So we've got pretty good tip there. It looks like we might be leaning a little towards the show side, so towards the left there. But it is pretty daggum straight. Let me just look. There you go. Now you can see it. So yeah, so we are just a little shallow there on the clip side, so it is kind of going that way a little bit. Not too shabby though. So take a look at the knife itself. Absolutely love the design language here. This is part of the reason why I picked up the other knife I want to take a look at, the Smolt, is because it's just got fantastic lines. And these two knives really share that same DNA. You can really tell that. Now, do I wish this was the Purple Haze and DLC knife? Absolutely. That is a beautiful knife. This one's nice too, but whew, man, the DLC model is sexy. So hopefully I'll be able to pick one of those up before it's long. But just taking a look at the knife in general, the way it is here, it is a fantastic knife. Again, it's a fairly simple handle construction, but that's what makes it so great. It fits in the hand really well. The finger choil here is cut out just perfectly. Pocket clip, you don't feel it. The micarta gives you just a little bit of warmth, we'll say, versus a full titanium handle there, and it also helps them cut some weight as well, because I see there's some speed holes, and I wonder if they are all the way through. You know, let's find out. Heck with it. Let's look. Let's see. This will be interesting. I'm going to fast forward this portion just until we get these screws out of here. All right, let's take a look. Hopefully they're not like glued in too or something. Nope, they're just press fit pretty well in there. Aha, so they do go all the way through. So that's why this knife feels a little bit lighter than I was expecting, is you have a lot of milled out space there between having this inlay and then having the speed holes cut out in it. This knife has a lot of weight reduction on it. So kudos to Jonathan Style for the design and to Kizer for the execution. Now what I'm seeing here is all these screws are not the same length. So the one that goes into the barrel spacer is just slightly longer. So you do want to make sure you're keeping them separated and know which one came out of where. And of course, going into micarta, you do not want to crank them down. So you don't want to crack that micarta. So you just snug them up. They shouldn't back out on you. They're not moving screws like the pivot, so they've got a little bit of Loctite on them from the factory. So that should reset at least once, I think. And it always, even though it's not working the same way, it does always give you a little bit of resistance on the threads. So go ahead and just make sure they're all snug. All right. So yeah, so now we know that there are speed holes cut in there. Again, I absolutely love this action. This detent is done perfectly. Just listen to this thing. It's got a fantastic sound to it. Front flipper works pretty good if I remember here. Yeah, it's been a while since I handled one of these. So yeah, fantastic little front flipper. Works good even for me. If you guys know, I am not the best with front flippers. But the reverse flick is where it's at. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, it slow rolls fantastically. So I might even be able to thumb flick this thing. I can. Like I said, you guys know I have kind of a weird issue with my thumb. So, but being able to thumb flick that says a lot. So, fantastic action, fantastic ergonomics. There is nothing not to love about this knife. This would be a perfect knife for me if I had a Warncliffe or sheep's foot or cleaver or what, any combination of the above, or even a Tonto blade. Not the biggest fan of drop points. It's not that they're not a useful blade shape or blah blah blah. It's just aesthetically, it's not something that I like. That being said, this is a beautiful knife. I can I can see the beauty in it for sure. And there's not a whole lot to. There's nothing bad to say about this knife, honestly. All the contouring in it is really nice. It is contoured titanium with the contoured micarta. The inlays are done perfectly. There's zero issues there, zero lip, zero anything. T8 hardware all the way around. Captive pivots. Everything looks good. I mean, let's see how it cuts right out of the box. Now, this was from a trade. The guy did say it was new, that he had only played with it flipping around in the house. So should be cutting like a new blade, and it pretty much is. Yeah, it's cutting like a new blade. I mean, well, when I'm not goofing it up. So yeah, it's a very sharp knife. So nothing to argue with there. All right, let's go ahead and break out the fixed blade. This is one I'm gonna go ahead and I didn't have a chance to get it out of the box earlier. So this one is, again, brand spanking new. I have not played with this guy at all. Like I said, got this during the early release when they did them. a little while back. This one does come with a Happy Thanksgiving patch. I don't know if that's supposed to come that way or what, but anyway, it came with a little patch, so I'm gonna have to leave that out of the box. And there are a couple of stickers here. Let's see what stickers we got. All right, let's see here. Bear with me while I try to shove this crap back in the box here. All right. Let's see, stickers. We got the Action for You King Drop Bear, and then the Action for Dream Rocking and Rolling on something there, 2024 stickers. Cool there. And then, like I said, we got the Kizer Thanksgiving Drop Bear there. I was about to say, do I not have anything for Kizer? I was about to say, I do have their 10-year coin up there. I thought I had some Kizer swag up there. So the patch will go up on my wall, and the stickers are going to go over here in my sticker box. So, all right, let's take a look at, what's this? Got another stinking sticker there, sticking in the sheath. That's pretty funny. Drop Bear. Oh, man. You guys at Kizer are awesome. Folks at Kizer are awesome. So yeah, so again, you can see the similarities here. So let's go ahead and look at these guys side by side. So the Smolt is definitely smaller, for sure, but this guy right here is going to make a fantastic pocket EDC fixed blade. Not with the sheath the way it comes, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Go ahead and zoom in straight in here. So you can see right away it is a 3V steel blade. Similar drop point style there. Similar sharpening choil. This one has a little better choil there. Got some jimping there on the back of the blade. And then instead of titanium, you do have G10 all the way around here. So you've got the gray G10 with the black inserts. I do believe those are made together, so I don't believe they separate. But it does open up the door for a whole lot of customization as well. You do have a lanyard hole there. Pretty decent stock thickness for what you're looking at. And then on this side you have, again, the style design and then the Smolt. So, yeah, let's take a look at this guy. Same ergonomic, just the same footprint in your hand. It really is. It's just a little bit on the smaller side. Like if they were going to do like a Milataw mini, a Milataw, if you want to call it that. Hey, Kizer, the Milataw, come on now, hear me out. So if they were going to do a Milataw, this would be the size factor, I think. Just a really great, smaller, shrunk down version of that handle. Still feels great in the hand. Again, I have medium to large hands depending on the type of glove or whatever. Short little dinky fingers, but pretty meaty mitts. Fantastic in the hand. You don't really have a choil per se, but you do have a little bit of a finger ramp there that keeps you from riding up on the blade. The sheath is very, very, very detent heavy. So I mean, it's got a lot of retention on that sheath. So that's something that will work its way in a little bit, but it has some really great retention on that sheath. So this is one, like I said, so it does come with the sheath like this, so where you do have the I can't think of what they call it, the tech lock kind of thing there. Really nice. This is non-locking, so you can get the locking ones and whatnot, but this is one where I would toss this to the side and contact anybody that does leather work that Fight or Flight Leatherworks up here. You got Lancelot Leather, any number of other leather makers out there. I happen to know for a fact that Lancelot does some fantastic pocket slips, and this is one that is just absolutely begging for a pocket slip, or a clip slip as he calls them. So yeah, this is one this is going to be I think this is going to be my first pocket fixed blade. This thing is just absolutely fantastic in the hand. No issues whatsoever there. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and take a look at the shotness. Yeah, buddy. That's what you come to expect from Kizer. Yeah, that's a shot knife. Yeah, that's yeah, there's no issues there. So looking at the two of them again side by side, let's kind of do blade to blade here, so you can kind of see an idea of the differences in size. Weights are, there's going to be a lot of difference in weight. This little guy doesn't weigh hardly anything, or it feels like it doesn't. Yeah, 2.8 ounces with the included sheath is 5 ounces. And then the Milataw is 3.9 ounces, so 4 ounces there. So 2.8, so basically an ounce difference between the two, which honestly is a lot less than what I thought. I thought there was a lot, it feels like there's a lot more weight difference there, but I guess with this one, having the a lot more steel, even though this has a lot of titanium, this having the milling and everything in the titanium really drops the weight a lot. Blade stock is pretty similar, if not the same. They're very, very, very similar. So blade stock is very similar between the two. Again, you can just really see that, that bloodline right between these guys. Fantastic knives. Jonathan, you did a phenomenal job on these. I've mentioned as much to you several times in comments and messages on Instagram, but I am very excited to have finally done this video so I can finally start carrying these things, because I am just really, really, really excited to do so, and to make these part of my collection. Like I said, this one I won't really get to carry that much until I can work out a clips or a pocket sheath solution for it. But yeah, I'm really excited by both of these. So appreciate that. Thank you to Kizer for always doing amazing sales and little stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you all for everything that you do. And as always, remember, be kind, be humble, be EDC. Take care.